Alright. That's all of the Mavericks defeated once again. All that's left is to take on the final bosses of the game.
It's up to you.
Alright, let's rock. You know, Sigma has a really good voice in this game, at least his Japanese voice. I think his English voice is probably the best out of anyone else in the game, too. Alright then, bring it on, Sigma. Time to break you apart once again.
Warning! Warning!
Alright, so he's weak to the Souenbu. So much so that you can keep him in a loop like this. Nice try. This boss is silly with Zero. You know, I was saying in X6 how that might have been one of the most pitiful Sigmas. This one's not quite up there, but not quite the same level, but it's still pretty silly. Alright, so whenever he's on the left, he tries to charge his little cannon there. When he's in the background, he tries to rain gunfire on you. That's enough out of you. Alright, he actually got to hit me there. And goodbye, Sigma. Or at least goodbye to your first form. Now, Zero's probably not going to be anywhere near as useful for his final form, unfortunately.
Warning! Warning! It's your...
Alright, so Sigma has a weakness to Splash Laser, I believe.
Ready for the real thing? It's up to you! It's your... It's up to you. It's your...
But yeah, you do have to be careful not to fall off the platforms here, just like in the fight with Red. And that punch attack of his is probably his strongest attack. Oh, he didn't like that. Now, if I can, I'd like to try to get the final hit with Zero.
It's your... It's up to you.
Oh, wow. Never mind, he got the final hit on me.
Warning! Warning! It's your... Ready for the real thing? It's up to you. It's your...
That all you got, Sigma?
It's up to you.
Ow! Alright, you're going down, Sigma. And goodbye. Now, depending on who gets the final hit, you actually get a different ending. So since we beat it with Zero, we get to see Zero's ending. This isn't it. This is just the preliminary final cutscene. This is also one of the only actual animated cutscenes in the game. Ew. Bye, Axel.
姿を変えて何度でも
Mean like you always do?
見つけたぞゼロ X!
Red, you're alive?
いいぞレッド。よし、お前の力をよこせ。奴らに復讐だ。これなら。
どうかな。
Chin shot. Bye, Sigma. Yep, he just copied into Red's form there.
起きろ、アクセル。
大丈夫か。
うまくいったでしょ X。少しは僕のこと認めてくれた。
よし、脱出だ。
待ってよ。
Alright, so here's Zero's ending.
どこだ。あれは。
X?
排除せよ。イレギュラーを
Eliminate the Mavericks.
イレギュラーを排除
どうせ。
せよ。
スケッシュ。だったのか。
More like a nightmare.
ゼロ聞こえる？逃走中のイレギュラーグロックスをポイント F5113 で発見。至急そちらに向かってほしいの。
聞こえているよエイリア。どうやら少し眠っていたようだ。了解、すぐ出る。しかし本当に夢だったんだろうか。
A dream of where X is trying to kill you, huh? Sounds familiar. Anyway, yay! We made it to the end of X7. We survived. Now, if you had finished that fight with Axel getting the last hit, you'd see that he's like fully joined to the Maverick Hunters along with X and Zero. X is still worried about him because he's not sure if he can handle it, but they end up letting him go off on his own to be a hunter. And then with X's ending, he's still yammering on about how he has to keep on fighting when he doesn't want to, or that it's just pointless. And Colonel I can't even remember the guy's name. The general just pretty much tells him, hey, stop that. So, that was certainly a game, alright. Yeah. So there was a couple okay things about it, like it introduced the whole partner switching thing, which was definitely cool, and it returned in it would return in X8 as well, and it would be further expanded upon in X8 as well. Having it so that different characters would have different interactions with the bosses was definitely a good idea, which encourages multiple playthroughs. Colonel Cygnus, that's right. I couldn't remember his name. But, yeah, having unique dialogue depending on which character you fought the bosses as was neat. I can't really think of anything else. Yeah. Sorry, that's all the only really good points I can say about this game. I mean, they brought back the whole rescuing Reploid mechanic from X6, like, was that really needed? It's just so many bad decisions. Like that guy right there, Flame Heinard, and his whole burn to the ground stuff. I don't know what they were thinking. Presented by Capcom. Yeah, thank you for playing. Hooray. Alright, I'm gonna save that to a separate save slot just to be safe.
Mega Man X7.
Alright, so that is pretty much the end of Mega Man X7. Alright, so that's pretty much everything I can show, but the next Mega Man game I'm going to play, compared to X6 in this game, it's Mega Man X8, and it's actually a decent game. They seem to have learned from their mistakes, and it's actually fun, believe it or not. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed Mega Man X7, and I'll see you next Let's Play. Ominous out.